Emily, and welcome to Emwigsters Bookshelf. This is Ink and Inspiration, a series where I chat to authors about their books, their creative journeys, and stories that behind the stories. If you love books and the people who write them, you're in the right place. Let's jump in and tell us who you are and a little bit about your book.
Okay, my name is Sarah Merkley. I am a Canadian indie author. Um, as it stands right now, I only have the one book. It's called Condemned. That's backwards, I think. It's okay. It's the first in a trilogy, a planned trilogy. It might change because characters have a mind of their own. Um, but yeah, next one should hopefully be out in November. I'm aiming for. But who knows? Again, characters have a mind of their own.
That's exciting. What inspired Condemned?
Honestly, I had a dream years ago. Do not ask me what the dream was. I could not tell you. But it sort of um created this idea in my head around a magic system that involved talismans and power struggle and things like that. And I just decided to sit down and write it. I had left a job that wasn't great, and we had the means that I could do this, so I did.
It's always good, like it's amazing to see how like what sparks the story ideas and everything. It's like just random things that could just spark anything.
I
Some people have like character as well. So
Yeah,
interesting.
like I said, I don't remember the dream at all. I remember ta a talisman, and that's it. That's all I remember.
Did you have to do much research into like talismans and everything for your book or just sort
No,
of
it mostly just sort of came from my head. I made it up as I went. If you
that's
see
also
me looking down, I wrote notes for your questions.
what drew you to writing in the first place?
Um, so my mom is actually a librarian. So I
Yeah.
grew up around books and reading, and she would read to us constantly. And I just remember her reading all the time. And I remember being a kid and being told that I had a wild imagination and that I was good at it. And it was kind of just something that was always there. And I remember being told as a kid, like, you can't make money off this. You can't, this isn't, you're not likely to be successful. And then the whole indie author space sort of opened up, and I figured, why not give it a shot since I've been wanting to do it since before I can remember, since I learned to write. And yeah.
I think ha having the indie area has been like a big blessing for a lot of authors because traditional publishers they're very can be very picky about the books.
Well, and being Canadian, there's very
Yeah,
few traditional authors that accept books from here. And if you don't have a literary agent, and there's only so many within the country, like it's tough out there.
it is. Yeah, definitely. The being able to publish yourself and everything and have the control of it as well is also a bit more of a blessing as well. A lot more work,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
a lot more opportunities for upcoming authors as well.
Very true.
How did you choose which character to center the story around?
I think she chose it herself.
Slammed open the
Um,
door and said, "Hello, I am here."
Pretty much. I'm like, you've got talismans, you've got power struggles, you've got hierarchy. Where are you going with this? And she's like, here I am.
Follow me. I will help
Yeah,
you write the story.
pretty much. Yeah. I knew the genre I wanted to write, and so I knew, and that old adage of write what you know kind of came into play here. Like, I wouldn't write from a man's point of view because
Yeah,
I don't know what it's like to be a man.
no.
So it was kind of like, okay, cool. You're a woman. Let's go.
I find it props to authors who can write in a male point of view. I
Mm.
would think it would be difficult. Like I've had some authors say, "No, no, it's fine. Like it's really easy." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not a male. Like I don't know how I could
I don't
write
know how they think. I
it.
don't, yeah.
Don't think I could do it well.
No, spoiler for the second one a little bit, but I'm attempting to do dual point of view and I'm struggling with his a little bit. I've had to have my husband come in and be like, is this something a man would say or do?
Well, that's helpful though. At least you have your husband to help you.
I,
That's like how to say what they would say. That would be the true test.
hmm. Yeah, but he's always like, I don't know. Need no help.
Give me phrases. You're supposed to give me phrases.
Yeah, give me feedback. Come on.
That's when you need like another guy friend. His
Hmm.
reader. Here we go.
Yeah, I need a male author is what I need.
Yeah. To test proofread.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your process for writing your book? Are you a planner or are you like a plotter or a pantser? Or a bit of both?
A little bit of both. I try to plan out the book. I try to plot it out. I have a whole timeline set, but characters do whatever they want anyway.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of both. I know the like main points that my characters have to hit, and then I swear they just run
They'll
with
get
it.
they'll get their own way.
Exactly, exactly. People think I'm crazy for saying that sometimes. Like, you write them, they're from your brain. I'm like, but are they? But are they though?
It's your personality though. It's not my personality.
Exactly.
Matt, help writing go quicker though, since they're guiding you
Yeah,
on their story.
sometimes. But sometimes you're like, guys, we don't need to be here right now. This is not a helpful point.
Sometimes they remind me of like how people play like got Dungeons and Dragons and everything, and like the dungeon master has like a set thing that they want to do, and the party just goes, "No, actually, I want to go
Yeah,
over here."
that's exactly what it's like.
How do you approach world and character building?
I don't have an answer to that one. I thought about that one for a long time. Again, I knew sort of the structure of what I wanted, and I
Yeah.
knew it didn't fit in sort of the current world we live in, so I knew I had to make my own. And it was kind of like, oh, we need a deity here. Okay, cool. Here's a deity. Or we need, um, I don't know, a new power here. Okay, cool. Here's a new family because it's based around six families that have the power. So I didn't really, I planned it, but I didn't, if that makes sense. I realized it's
It
kind of
came to
vague.
me as you were writing.
Yeah, yeah, kind of. And then it was like I have a map. It all makes sense in my head, but then trying to like put it on paper, I didn't really have a plan. It was kind of just like this is what it is.
Makes
I
sense.
don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. And the characters, you knew your main character? Did the rest, like your secondary characters, came along when she met them, and that's when
Pretty
their
much.
personalities came out?
Um, the main female main character and the male main character, they were kind of the only and one more, the best friend. They were kind of the only three that from the beginning were set in stone.
Yeah.
But then as the story progressed, it we started meeting all these side characters and stuff, and they just sort of came as she met them. I didn't have them planned, I didn't have them named, I didn't have anything for them. I'm like, oh hey, who are you? What's up, new dude? Like
What is your story? Tell me a little
yeah,
bit,
literally.
please.
Where did you come from?
It's always a good though surprising because that makes it more authentic though as well. I guess with you're experiencing it with your characters as well.
Makes editing a lot more
Challenging
challenging.
though. Did you have a favorite moment in the book to write? A particular scene or anything?
There's quite a few that I really enjoyed. There's one side character, his name is Ryfin. I love him. He was one of the ones that like came out of nowhere, but he's sassy, he's a little crazy. I love him. I love writing him. And so my female main character, her name's Vena. She's a little stabby. She's a little cranky. And I loved writing anything where she just kind of got to be a badass and
Yeah.
sort of kick anyone's ass. And that's sort of just who she is as a character. She will, if you mess with someone she loves, she will harm you. But I love just writing that like powerful woman. So one thing about Vena is she has a panic disorder, which
Yeah.
is what I've lived with my entire life, and that was kind of important for me to put in there. But she doesn't, she's stronger than it. She doesn't let it sort of take over her life. She fights despite it. She pushes on despite it. And I loved writing anything that proved that you don't have to let your anxiety win.
Yeah.
Anything that you could. So I included some things that help with my anxiety and things like that. But it was like, it sort of was cathartic in a way to
Mm.
write things, to write her stronger than I felt growing up, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah. And it's sort of proof that, and to others as well, like you can do it as well. Like you can fight
Yeah.
and do all this other things that you wouldn't necessarily think you could, but you can as well, which is
Yeah, you can
important.
panic about it, but let's keep going. We can do this. Yeah, that kind of mindset. And I loved writing them.
Stabby characters are the best though. They're,
I
they're
know,
the
she's
most
so
fun.
stabby. She's so stabby.
Has writing and publishing a book changed the way you see yourself?
I think I think it's made me a little bit more confident in myself. It wasn't at first. When I first put it out, especially to ARC readers, I was very nervous and I'm like, it's gonna, on Goodreads, it's gonna be at like I'll be happy if it's at a 3.5 after ARC reads. Like, it's probably gonna be that. And it turned out that people are just, they love it. They're so invested. They're so supportive and so sweet. And I kept getting messages about how much they loved it. And it just, it made me so much more confident
Mm.
in myself. Like, I probably wouldn't have done this 2 years ago. I would have been like, nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. I still kind of think that, but
The imposter syndrome's real.
oh, it's so real. I was warned about it when I started, and I was like, meh,
No, it's
no, I'll be
fine.
fine. And then, nope, not so much. But it has helped me be sort of more confident in myself and my abilities. That isn't to say that I can't still improve. Obviously, we can all improve. It's a constant um, learning curve when you're writing. Um, but yeah, the confidence, I think, is probably the thing that I've most noticed.
I think confidence is sort of what everyone struggles as well. It's finding something that makes you feel confident to then sort of push past your the
Y-
imposter syndrome.
Yeah, yeah, imposter syndrome. Sorry, I
Yeah.
couldn't think of the term.
Is there any books or authors that inspired you to become a writer or in your writing?
Not not inspired per se, I wouldn't say. Like I said, my mom was a librarian, so books were just always around and always there. And I always knew I wanted to try and write a book. But I'm a equal opportunity reader. I read more than I write, which is probably a problem. Um, so I don't think I couldn't pinpoint one single author for any I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I think when you're reading as well though, it's sort of like you get ideas and parts from every book you read. So to pick one author would be really, really hard
It's
as well.
hard. You're
Yeah.
As readers, we're sponges. As writers, we're sponges. So like any author that we like or we're really into, even the ones we don't, we're kind of like, okay, well, I like this, I don't like this. This is what I'm going to take. This is what I'm going to leave.
This
It's
is what I'm not
great.
going to do in my book because I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely read books where I'm like, Not if I
Okay.
actually changed. That's actually a funny thing. I changed the ending of my book. I was gonna have it become not completely different, but a different sort of ending. And I read it in a different book and I did not like it. I was like, this makes me angry. So I'm changing.
Well, at least you know that it was wouldn't want to read it yourself, though,
Mm.
because you do write books that you want to read as well. So
Oh yeah, I'm my target demographic for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. More, we all need more books like we personally want to read it. It's just the
I
confidence to actually write them.
yes, exactly. But I think again, I think indie publishing is helping with that. I
Yeah,
think people have more of an opportunity now without getting the 300 no's that a traditional publisher would give you, right?
yeah. You can just do. I'll just do it myself. That's fine. Don't need.
Exactly. I don't need you.
I
I
can
do
do
what I
it.
want.
I can do it with the power of social media to help promote my book.
Exactly.
You
Oh,
guys use it
social media.
anyway. You guys use it anyway, so it's fine. What advice would you give to a writer working on their first book? And if you were given any advice?
So I think the best advice that I've ever been given and could give, and this is something that I'm literally struggling with right now, trying to write the second one, let it be bad. Let it be bad before it's good. Let the first draft suck, because it's going to. If you edit while you go, you're gonna quit. That's what
Yeah.
I'm struggling with at the moment. I actually made a post not that long ago asking for advice because I'm in the midst of writer's block and I don't quite know how to get out of it. And I figured it out. It's because I'm worried about it being good.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be good. Let it be bad. Let it suck. Fix it later. If you can't write a scene, skip it. Move on to the next. Come back to it, you know?
Yeah.
Let it be bad. Also, don't quit when it is bad. That's good advice too. Just keep pushing through. It will get good eventually. It took me 3 years, but
But it's not like you're at school writing the booklet, like writing the book as well. It's not like you're being told that you must do the beginning, you must do, these events and the ending. You're like, it's your book, you can write it in
write it
any order you want.
backwards. Do what works for you. What works for me is not necessarily going to work for other
Yeah.
authors. The way that I write could completely derail somebody else. So whatever works for you, do it. There's no
Just,
right or wrong way to do this.
just get the words on the page.
Exactly. Fix it later. That's future
Future
use problem.
future self. Let it be terrible and your future you can deal with it. What were you
Yeah,
trying to
past
do
me kind of
here?
sucks, but that's future me's problem.
At least I got the words down for me to go off.
Exactly. Be grateful.
Do you have a favorite writing snack or drink?
Coffee.
Coffee's a
Oh
good
my God.
go-to.
It's such a problem though. I'm up to like 4 or 5 cups a day, and we just got a new coffee machine, and
Oh,
I'm addicted. It's a
don't even have to
problem.
don't even have to spend money to get the coffee now. Oh, you got the
I
pod, but
don't, well,
technically
not
it's
from
saving money,
somewhere else.
saving you a little bit of money,
A little.
a little bit. Do you play music while you write?
No. No, I can't. I mean, if I do, if it but it has to be instrumental. I can't
Yeah.
deal with lyrics while I'm writing or even or especially editing. I need to sort of lock in, and that's kind of the only way I can. What I do really like lately is sort of the instrumental covers of popular songs.
Oh
So
yeah.
like Bridgerton vibes, where it's
Yeah.
like these like top 100 songs, but done orchestra by an orchestra. I love it. Because then I can kind of sing it in my head, but I also don't have to with lyrics. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's a good the popular songs as well. So you're like, I'm listening to music. I'm not jamming out and then risking dialogue being song lyrics. But
That
I
happened. That did happen in the first draft of the first book. I was listening to songs with lyrics and it ended up in the book and I was editing later. I was like, what? What is that? Where did you
Oh,
come from?
it was my concert moment. Part of my
Your
film.
what, sorry?
The concert a concert moment in the well, you were writing that the dialogue. The dialogue
Yeah,
needed the music. Random.
yeah.
And my final question is who has been the biggest supporter of your writing?
I've been very, very lucky. I have my husband has been so supportive when I was in that job that I left that was really bad. I remember him asking me, what is, if you could do anything, if you could do anything at all, what would you do? And I told him I'd write a book, and he said, so do it. We'll figure it out. Do it. So I've been extremely lucky in that sense. And then I also have just an amazingly supportive family. Even for Christmas this year, they gifted me a frame of my cover with like the symbols of the talismans all around it and some bookmarks that I designed. And they put it all in a frame for me. And my sister-in-law made a bag charm of my like actual book. It's just the little things that are so meaningful that show that they're supportive. So I've been so incredibly lucky and blessed in that sense. Like my parents have even offered to pay, because being an indie author, it's expensive,
Yeah.
right? You have to pay editing, you have to pay cover design, you have to da da da. That just adds up, and they've even offered to pay for some of that stuff. And like I've just, like I said, I'm so lucky
Very
and
lucky.
blessed.
You do need like your close immediate family to be supportive and helpful as well. That's amazing that they are as well. So.
My mom was actually one of my very first readers. She was an alpha reader for my book. And my book, it's got some spice and some questionable content. And I remember seeing somebody being like, my mom will never read my books. And I'm like, guys, my mom read it before anybody else.
She was one of my alpha readers.
She was an alpha and she didn't complain.
That's good.
But now all my other family is now reading it, which is so awkward at Christmas
Yeah,
when my older aunt is like, well, it's got some interesting words in it. And I'm like,
but you
don't
do
read it
have
then.
to read it.
Stop reading it just
I
because the
appreciate
next one's worse.
I appreciate it, but you don't need to.
I love you for trying, but maybe
It's
stop
fine.
after this one. It's okay.
It's all right. You don't need to.
You don't need to. I love the support. I appreciate you, but stop.
Yeah, it's all right. Thank you so much.